Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Sonny Winters, and I'm back at it. You know, it's all about survival over here. You know, it's all about on the run with Son. It's all about these travels, safe movements. You know what I'm saying? Keeping the family safe, keeping your head on a swivel out here. Just always on the go, man. You know how I am. Today, I'm sure try something new. I was kind of being lazy, so I'm going live. Actually, I'm gonna do a pistol clean. I'm gonna put on these Talon grips. Where we at? What camera at? Put on my Talon grips. I got these old beat up ones here. Before we get started, y'all know how we play. Firearm is empty, as you can see. As you can see. Before we even get started, let me do that out the gate. Glad you're here, tapped in. Tapped in after broadcast. Welcome. If it's your first time, welcome. Not, a proclaimed professional by any means at anything. I'm just an enthusiast of life and a life liver, and I do it to the fullest. This here, I happen to have 10,000 hours under my belt in. So, not that I'm a professional, but I'm just letting you know, from an enthusiastic standpoint, I do my thing. I am a certified. Well, we're going to get into that later. But these are some of the things I use to clean this. So I don't want to make this a long video because this is really a simple process. I'll put this to the side. See, we're not loaded over here. And I'm actually going to stand up. I'm usually standing up when I do this. Hope my mic is on. Hope everybody can hear me. I'm going to start by, I never really did this live before, so pardon me. I'm going to start by breaking this down first. Today we're going to take the old Talon off. It comes off pretty easy. Never took it off. Never really exchanged it before. And we're going to put on the new. Went to the store today. I was looking kind of forward to doing some content. And it didn't really have the grips that I wanted. As you can see, I like the aggressive print on my aggressive feel. Hands get sweaty. You never know when it's game time, what's going to happen. So today we're just going to exchange it. Kind of excited too because you're probably going to be seeing a lot more. I do reviews and stuff like that, but you're going to probably be seeing a lot more because I actually got a new firearm coming through. Never actually personally owned a 45, so I got a 45 ACP I'll be picking up shortly. It's a Glock 30 short frame. This stuff is really sticky. Let me take it down first. Of course, it's empty. Safety is off. Slide down, pull back, come forward, pull trigger to release. This is where all your action parts are. So your spring, simple enough. It's your barrel, simple enough. We're going to get back to all of that in a second. This is your slide, simple enough. This is where all the action happens, where your firing pin is at. I don't know if you can see up in there. I haven't really cleaned this in a while. I haven't been shooting in a while. Had it in different locations, different environments, so definitely has a little grit in there. Don't like keeping my firearm like this by far, so hope this is not a reflection of how I keep my things then, because, other than the little burn marks on the end, this definitely doesn't look like a firearm that has been fired over 1,000 shots downrange. Easy. When I say downrange, I'm talking inside and outside. So I'm going to go ahead and scrub this now. This is just a wet scrubby wipe with a little bit of soap on it. This really, I don't usually do this, but this actually is just for that sticky stuff. The sticky stuff that came from the Talon tape. Just pulling up. I'm just doing a simple grip change out. I was saying earlier too that this grip color isn't the one. I never had like a two-tone pistol either. This is my season for pistols I never owned before. I just want to get some of that sticky stuff off. Let me get some more off. Now, put this to the side. We got some hops, 9. I'm not endorsing anybody's brand. Nobody's paying me to do this. This is just when I first started getting into guns and getting all about guns. It's something somebody requested and recommended that I use. So I've been kind of using it ever since. It kind of lasts you forever. I clean my firearm all the time. You know, this one in particular, because I carry it with me all the time and I use it the most, you know, a little more than others. Today, while I was at the gun store looking for the Talon grips, because I didn't want to order them, but then I wound up getting the ones that I didn't want to get, the tan, so it's going to be like tan and black. I found this oil today. It's an all-in-one oil. Like I said, I'm not endorsing any brand per se. It says all-in-one. It's cleaning, lubrication, and protection. So I guess they add the protection and say that, you know, I guess oiling it and lubricating it is protecting it, but I guess this is their way of saying they got it all in one. And this is what they're doing. So we're going to give this a shot today. I'm not really sure how to use it because I kind of learned how to clean my firearm from a dude I train with. Big shout out to my bro Lance. Got some new hops. I'm not endorsing hops. This is just one of the brands that's out there, but they were really inexpensive at the gun store. Near where I'm at, it's a pretty big gun store, so they have all different brands and stuff. It just so happened that these were on sale and extremely difficult to open, apparently. It's the problem with live, right? Now, something said go get my knife out my jacket pocket. Just in case you got to cut something open. You always got to have a knife or something. Right? So put all this to the side. So, yeah, this is the cloth for the, keep it. You're going to see it at the end. We use this at the end. Because at the beginning, we're going to use this to see what we get off. We're going to use this to see, we're going to use the orange to see what we get off. We'll use the yellow to see how clean we got it. Then we're going to keep it nice and crisp. You know what I'm saying? With that one there. So now, we're going to start off. So I use WD-40. I don't know how you people do it. 2 brushes, one coarser than the other. As you can see, I uses this, and we spray it down. I used to panic about this part. I kind of just spray the pieces, spray the parts, get all up in there. You know what I'm saying? Get all up on that. It's just like a solvent to kind of break up all the gun dust. And whatever you do, don't spray your computer or anything that you're working with, like I just almost did. And then you just brush. You know, I try to be easy on the inside. I'll get to that in a minute. I just brush, loosen everything up, get it nice and shiny. Military, they break theirs down daily. You know, they break it down for every use. I recommend, you know, actually see a whole nother shade. I don't know if you just saw that, but you can see here it's a little darker and lighter already. So it's just, yeah, sure it is. You know what I'm saying? This is just getting it clean. You want to have a clean firearm and work in order. So when it's time to use it, you know what I'm saying? When it's time to use it, you in there. Get your barrel. Being that I'm getting a new one, I really haven't been to the range in quite some time. So this is just, like I said, this is just literally for me just carrying it. You know, I actually use this one every day. If I have on pants, if I have my cell phone, I have my firearm. And so that's why this one is probably like this to the beach. And I don't know, flew kites and probably been a few places I shouldn't have been with it. So when it comes to this though, right, I kind of just get up front and I'm going to do something else with this. I'm going to get in there. I usually use a Q-tip. And I get in here. I don't like to mess with the firing pin. This is a striker fired firearm. So the firing pin is important, extremely important. On the revolver's over there, so I'm not going to get it right now. But on the revolver, ouch. This is really coarse, by the way. Now that I pricked myself, but on the revolver, you clean it totally different. It's more brush. It's more bore, bore action stuff going on with that. Start off with this. I'm just going to wipe it down now. Now we're just wiping it down. It's a quick cleaning. Like I said, I haven't really been any place with my pistol. By the way, this pistol's name is Ella. You know, a big jazz enthusiast and fan. Growing up, my grandparents listened to a lot of jazz, and Miss Ella Fitzgerald had a pleasant voice. And, you know, if I can remember correctly, she was on the larger side, a pretty robust, stout woman. You know, so you know what they say when the fat lady sings. So hopefully, she only sings for recreational purposes at the range. You know, so this is important. I was always taught to keep that clean. That's actually where we at. This is actually where the firearm with a cartridge goes into the barrel at right here. So you can't really feel it, but you can see it. It's nice and clean. It's shiny. It's smooth. And like I said, I mean, this is what I got off of it right here. This section right here. This is so far. That's just wiping this. That's just wiping that down. Slide in the barrel. You know, let's get it nice and clean. I like to get it. That's what's coming off of there. So I haven't used this in a while as far as at the range. So today, this is where we at with it. Clean it up. What's your favorite firearm and why? Where we at? 11 minutes into this. What's your favorite firearm out there and why? Everybody has a favorite. I like the one that works. You heard? The one I got with me. You heard? Get all up in that railing. Not filthy, but it's not the cleanest either. We're going to hit it with that yellow in a minute. Let's see what that yellow do. Q-tip makes this a lot smoother. After I start, please don't start barking, Zulu. You can hear him tooting up. You get especially back in here. A lot of action back here. A lot of action. No gunk in here, huh? It's nice and clean in there. Huh? Nice and clean. So now, got the spring. It's action 2. Gets a lot of pressure. Building a firearm. I don't know. I would say this probably in my trigger. Be something I'll be big on. A lot of people say the barrel. Barrel does take a lot of heat and a lot of pressure, especially on like a long gun, like a carbine, like a AR, and I'm something there. So now I'm trying to get in here without the Q-tip. I want to just be. What's bothering me about this? Zulu, I'm live, bro. Chill out for a second. Give me a couple of minutes. If you just tapping in, hit that. This is super sticky. Hit that subscribe button. If you could ever be so kind. If it's your first time here, I'm just getting up in here, especially up in here. You know what I'm saying? Down the sides where all the grit might build up at. You notice I didn't really saturate this with WD or anything else. I'm going to wipe it down one more time because the stickiness is getting on my last nerves. I think I'm going to have to alcohol it down anyway before I apply the new one. Just kind of wanted to give this one last. Kind of want to get in here. Up in here on the sides, in here is where the action comes. You ever use the word action a lot. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, if you had to look up action in a dictionary, it's got to be in one of the pictures you heard. A lot of pressure and things that go on. Get that up in this. It's not bad. It's not bad. I'm happy about that. Did this live, so I didn't really know what to expect from my own firearm as far as cleanliness. I know what to expect if I needed to, you know what I'm saying? If I needed to rock and roll. All right. Now, wipe it down with the yellow. Test it out. See where everything is nice and clean. See inside a little bit here. I didn't go like this so hard with the other one with that. Yellow, still yellowing. You heard? I'm actually broadcasting this to 2 different platforms. So once again, you heard? I could go. What's her name with this too? Let me see. Let me see. Just give me 1 second. Put that over there. So, all right, where was I? Where was I? All right, cool. Just getting the sticky stuff off. Pause for everybody just tapping in. Firearm breakdown. Putting on some Talon grips. It was just that time. Firearm is empty, obviously, because it's broken down. Just explaining about the hops, number 9. Definitely not endorsed by hops, but I mess with hops. Some good people in the game put me on to hops, so I still kind of rock with hops. So I'm about to put this firearm back together. Yo, Trends, what up? What up? Look. Speak of the veterans, and they do appear. Big shout out to all my vets. Big guy's one of my favorite vets right there. Veteran of life too. Where was I? Okay, boom. So now we're gonna put this Talon grip on before we put the firearm back together. Talon grip, like I said, the one I took off. If y'all remember, the one I took off was a little different. Can't see it now, but the firearm is completely stripped down of the old grips. Old grips I tossed to the side already. I think that light is kind of glary on this other camera. Let me do it like this. And so now I'm gonna put these on. I don't know why I decided to do this on live, because this is when like most stuff happens. I'm on YouTube as well. If y'all want to tap in to the YouTube live, I'm streaming from Sunny Winters. I'm streaming from Jet Set Duo TV. Of course, Jet Set Duo TV other half is calling my phone right now. Don't tell her I sent her the voicemail. All right, cool. So these are the grips. Nothing else in the box. I'm gonna put that to the side. These are the grips that are going on here. These are the grips that are going on here. Excuse me over there, because I'm over here with YouTube. So I just want to make sure I get this correct. All right, so I wiped it down. These aren't as coarse as the ones that I'm used to having on here. I used to have the super coarse ones on there. And once I put it back together, it's going to be kind of two-tone. So we're going to see what happens here. I don't know why I decided to do this on live, because when I start flipping out when it don't go right, I'm going to have to, So now I think this is going to go here. Okay, this is going to go up and around and to the top. So my finisher should be a two-tone pistol like that. Two-tone pistol once it goes on. This is what we're doing. All right, so y'all didn't give me no rubbing alcohol. I got that. I already wiped it down. I'm not worried about that. So then it says start with the A and B. So this is, they're not telling me which one is A and B, yo. So I guess this one is A and B. A coming over to this way. So I'm going to lay it on this side and come around with it. Why does this have a T on it already, though? That's probably where the last one was at. Look, if you ever, I just learned something new on here live with y'all. Hold up. Notice the T right there. Where is it? Right here from the old one. You can see that. So I guess that's an easy way to help me line that up. So I'm going to go ahead and take this off. Go ahead and peel this off. It says start with this side. So I'm going to line up that T, which I really can't see, but I'm going to show you afterwards. There's a little T right there. All right, little T right there. See it? So I'm gonna start with that little T that's already there, right? They always say use what you got, right? So line it up like that, like so. We not get this on the towel, so we don't have other problems, right? So mash that down there like that, right? Then we're gonna come around the back side so, and then we're gonna push that down like that. Come on now. We live here, Talon. The Talon gonna say, but you ain't do the alcohol. They did the alcohol. That's gonna come like that. And it's really gonna, I'm not gonna say that. This is gonna come around like so. I'm not sure if I'm happy with this, y'all. Let me see. Mash that up. Squeeze that like that. There's a lot going on I'm not happy with right now, but okay. We'll keep rolling here. So now, we'll put this back together. Spring. Again, all this is wiped down. We'll line that up perfectly. I had such a hard time with that when I first got this done. I don't know what this is about, but we're about to find out because it's about to go to a Smith & Wesson fix live because I don't understand what made that. Okay, move that. Let's move it like so. Line this back up. Put that back on there like that. All right, cool. Just wanted to make sure I wasn't bugging. Put that there so y'all can see what it's looking like. Put this over here. Still gonna let this, I'm gonna oil this, let this sit. I want to squeeze it up a little bit. I want to keep squeezing it before I put it back together totally because of, just want to make sure everything is right. Make sure everything is everything. I like the way things set though, So, she's looking kind of new there. Appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Hit that subscribe. Just said Duo TV, Sunny Winters TV. You know what I'm saying? We out.